Welcome back everybody. How are you all doing? So a quick update from me. Let's have a look around, pan behind me. You can see that the extension is actually coming together. So it might not be long now, after 6 long months, before we actually have a usable room. And in other news, bike related news, we've actually got a new project motorbike, which I can see out behind me through the double doors. So the idea is to buy a bike really that's quite inexpensive, needs a bit of work, learn a bit on the job, and see if we can make a really nice motorbike out of it. Okay, so welcome to the project bike. So what we have here is a 600 Super Sport from way back when, in 2005, and this, as you can probably see, is a Triumph, and it's a Daytona 650. So those of you who've been following along, you know that I also ride a Daytona 600, which I absolutely love. It's an amazing bike, but it's a little bit underpowered compared to some of the Japanese 600s of that time, and Triumph went in 2005 and basically pulled a Kawasaki, just upped the capacity from 599 cc's to 646 and gave it a bit more mid-range punch. Really made it the bike that it should have been all along. Because it was only made for 1 year in 2005, it's a bit of a rare bike, since having the 600 I really wanted to try out the 650. I also wanted a project for the summer months, and so this came up reasonably cheap. And it's cheap for a reason, so we'll get onto that, but it came up and I managed to get it, do a deal, bring it home. So let's do a little walk around. I'll show you the bike. Okay, so let's start at the front, and we can see that from the front fender and the tank that this bike was originally Tornado red. Somebody's fitted it with a Chinese eBay special fairing kit that happens to be, or it was originally two-tone, black, burnt orange, and then somebody added kind of a sky blue to the mix. So each to their own, but blue, orange and black, not the best colour combination in the world. The thing about the fairing is, as well, not only is it held together with about 2 bolts per panel, it's missing bolts left, right and centre. They've made up for it with cable ties though, to be fair, and gaffer tape. So you've actually got gaffer tape and cable ties right on the front of this bike. It also doesn't fit very well, and whether that's the fault of the kit or the fact that it's badly fitted, we don't actually know. It could be a combination of both, but this definitely needs sorting out. If I can, I'll be doing Triumph genuine parts if they're still available, just to try and make this a little bit more original. The screen is also not fitted properly. I know these bolts are no longer available, so somebody's used some kind of alternative plastic rivet. Got to sort that out. Coming down, you've got stainless steel lines, dual discs up front obviously. The brake discs and the front forks and the wheels and tyres actually look okay, so it's not all bad. Coming along the side of the bike, this piece of fairing looks pretty good. So we might be able to salvage some of these pieces. This indicator actually fell off when I rode the bike around the block. So as with everything, you know, even with maybe non-genuine parts, if you don't take the care to put it together properly as it's meant to, it's never going to perform, and this is what's happened here. It's just been slung together and you've ended up with a bit of a mess really. So let's come up into the cockpit. What somebody's done here is replace the front brake lever. That's okay, I don't mind a shorty. Then we've got bars. Interesting Isle of Man sticker. Maybe they wanted to race this bike. You've got bar risers as well to make it more comfortable. I don't really like the whole setup here because, you know, things are lashed together with cable ties. You can probably see a cable tie per minute in this video because there's cable ties everywhere. The risers have actually put tension on all the lines and cables here, so it kind of means that everything's taut, and when you turn the bars you get a squeaking noise as everything rubs. So we really need to put this back to standard and also get the positioning of the rider back to normal as well. Yeah, let's just get it all fixed. So the clocks all work. That's pretty good. They're all marred and stained though, so that'll need to be sorted. The panels here, not only are they poorly fitted, they're cracked, but they're stained up as well. And you know, that needs to be sorted. It really takes away from the look of the bike. The tank. Yeah, let's talk about the tank. So Tornado Red, no dents or anything like that. Looks quite nice. It has got these pretty horrible scratch protectors that need to be come off. They're all dirty around the outside. Today in the sun actually be a good day to take them off and clean up the tank, because the glue will come off easily. It has got scuffs to it, gone through the paint a little bit here. Just zoom in, so that'll need to be touched up. This weird silver disc is here, that's probably hiding a dent. I don't know why you'd put that on there otherwise. Come around to the other side. This is probably more serious. That probably won't polish out, so I might need to do something about that. Not quite sure what. New tanks are very expensive, so we might have to try and clean that up. Yeah, missing bar ends. Somebody tried to glue that in. Why? I don't know why you would try and attach something with glue when it's meant to be a bolt, but there you go. We're definitely saving this bike. Saving a classic. That's what we love to do around here. This is the left-hand side infill panel. Doesn't fit. No bolts are really attaching it. This is a kind of building galvanized steel bolt that you'd use to build a shed. Not standard Allen like you'd meant to have there. You can see that's all out of alignment, nothing fits. This is missing, that's loose, there's no washer. Squeaks and rattles. This panel looks pretty nice actually. It's chipped at the top though, so we'll have to do something about that. There's the aftermarket indicator, probably replace those for original. Engine cover, kind of scuffed up. Has been repainted once already, probably try and sort that out or replace it, maybe for a nice new one. Coming back, talk about the tank. The seat is a standard item, so it's not the really plush gel seat, which is an extra that I've got on the 600. Probably just stick with that. Gel seats are quite rare, doesn't really add that much to the bike, so I'll just get used to that, I think. What have we got here? Chain looks okay. All of the pegs, the gear shifters and everything seems to be okay. Runs okay, goes up and down through the gears. Coming down, we've got some paddock stands that are worn out, so it's probably been down on its side. Combine that with the engine cover and you can imagine it's been on its side at some stage. Rear hugger, if you can see, that's all split and broken, so that'll need to be replaced. They're quite hard to come by those, I have looked, but we'll have to clean that one up, or we'll have to get a new one. So yeah, watch this space, we'll try and replace that item. Coming on to the rear cowling. So this is actually broken in multiple places. So under here there's a plastic tab, which you can see there has come off. There's another one here and two more on the other side, all broken. So, and this is all scuffed and chipped anyway. This does need to go, and it's blue and orange. I mean, what the hell? So you've got orange, blue, pink, and off-white. So that's a nice kind of colour array there that we do not want on this bike. Coming around to the back, pillion seat, as I mentioned, is a weird colour. It's got these weird stickers on as well. Triumph 4-cylinder 650, okay. GoPro mount, which has been glued on there with PVA or something like that. Broken, needs to be replaced. Number plate, if I could I'd have the original tail tidy, but we probably need to just at least replace the number plate there. Under here, no screws at all, so nothing, or no bolts or clips or plastic rivets, nothing holding that on, so that needs to be sorted. This is alright though. Coming back, yeah, we've got the exhaust, which, oh dear, I've just noticed that it does not conform to road standards. This is a used for competition use. Hopefully that just means the USA. EPA is actually Environmental Protection Agency, which is what it says on the sticker, so it's probably a US item. Hopefully we can run this bike on the road with this exhaust, because the end can actually looks quite new. It's quite nice, so that's good. This I obviously don't like. What the hell is that like? Heat wrapping the exhaust with these horrible metal tyres. That's gonna have to go. Yeah, coming back up, everything's just a bit badly fitted and loose. Yeah, all this looks okay. So you've got the brake. This engine cover's fine, so we'll just clean that up. Try and clean up some of these metal surfaces. Okay, right, well that's a walk around the project. So yeah, that's it really. That's the project we've got to work with. We're going to try and spend some of these nice summer days getting this bike back into original condition, and hopefully it'll keep me occupied. We'll all learn something, and we'll have a really nice Daytona 650 Super Sport by the end of it.